How are we all doing tonight? My dad is doing something so mean, y'all. He is making bacon while I am doing this live, and it smells so good, and I'm so stinking hungry. It smells so good. I love the smell of bacon. I know some people don't, but I do. It smells so good. Alrighty. Well, if you are new to my channel, my name is Amy, aka Blind Nascar Fan, and I started my YouTube channel to review and, if they want to, help racetracks and race shops become more accessible for their blind fans. I'm finding new things every day to make this kind of stuff happen, so it's kind of exciting. Now I just gotta get some money so I can go to more racetracks. Why do I feel like my face is wet? That is bizarre. I don't know, it was weird. Um, But yeah, if you want to help with my project, the link in my bio takes you to my GoFundMe. If you know me from Facebook, contact me for my PayPal, um, Zelle, and eventually Cash App. I haven't signed up yet, but I'm going to. So otherwise, the GoFundMe link is in my bio, and yeah. So how about the race today? All of y'all who love Chase Elliott, you guys are all happy. 2 days, 2 weeks in a row. Everybody got the popular choice for winner. Last week, Hocevar, and this week, Elliott. I kind of wanted more of the Elliott Hamlin feud to rear its head and them pick each other out and somebody behind them win. Because I always think it's funny when that happens. I don't know. I don't think they really truly, except on that restart, I don't think they really truly got close enough to have make that happen, but it would have been fun. Then there would have been a fight. Okay, well, maybe not, but welcome, welcome. I had to scroll to get to comments. Welcome, welcome. As I said, my name is Amy, aka Blind NASCAR Fan, and I am on a mission to evaluate and help them if they want racetracks and the team shops in Charlotte to make their facilities more accessible to blind fans because I'm blind and I have a whole group of blind fans on Facebook. So, it'd be good. Um, so my dad says today's race was really boring because there was no crashes. I mean, there was little incidents and mostly single car spins, but he says it was boring because there was no crashes. I know. People say you're not a true fan if you like the crashes. Well, we do. I don't like I don't like them. I don't think I like them as much as my dad, but I do like them. I admit it. My entire fantasy roster, and y'all know if you watched, my pick of Ryan Blaney did not win, obviously. But my entire fantasy roster got taken out, not in one fell swoop, but like in various incidences. Although I forgot I had William Byron on my roster. I don't know how I did that. I think he ended up finishing what? He was in the top 10, but I forget where. Sixth? Eighth? I don't remember. I'm still mad at Ross Chastain. What'd you have the speed for? Like, dude. TK Ford, I believe your name is? Hold on. Blakely Remy? Is that your name? Welcome, welcome. I'm really bad. I'm really, 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 really awful at usernames. So it takes a while for VoiceOver to cooperate with me. That's, if you don't know, that's the program that reads my phone screen. If you watch my race pick videos, you'll hear it because I'm too lazy to put in the earbud when I do those. It's like a minute and a half, y'all. Like, I'm not pulling out the earbuds and no, it's just not happening. I'm not even pulling out the tripod. Like, y'all are lucky that you even get my face. I'm doing selfie mode. But you'll hear it talking, and it does a terrible job at reading usernames. So that's the story. And I say this every week. I know if you've seen me say it, I say it every week because new people don't know. And they don't know why I, one, butcher their names, or two, don't even try to pronounce them. So, so that is what's happening there. I wish I could show you my skirt. I have this fun skirt I wore to church this morning. I call it my Nascar skirt or my Justin Allgaier skirt. Very first, I went to a like a on not an online, but like a little pop-up boutique thing that they did around here, and it was the very first time I ever bought a piece of LuLaRoe clothing, and I wanted a skirt to wear to NASCAR. This one's too long and probably too dressy technically. But it's like a abstract checkered flag pattern. It's considered plaid, but it's so unusual shapes. And then it has little red squares randomly throughout the plaid. And it's the color of my shirt. So I called it my Justin Allgaier skirt because that's Brant's color. Excuse me. And it was fun. I wore it to church today. Um, do jumping jacks? No. Hello, welcome. Um, did my title come through? It should have been about Chase Elliott winning NASCAR today. So all of my well, not all of my shows. Most of my shows are about NASCAR because that's what I like. And it's something to fill the time until I get money to go to the tracks. Because what I really want to do is go to the tracks and help them if they want, or just review them on their accessibility. How willing are they to help me as a blind fan find my seat or find whatever I happen to need, restrooms, food places. I don't care if it's a staff member, it could be a volunteer. They could, they get hundreds of volunteers. They could just randomly pick one to walk around with me and do these things. And then, like, if I have ideas, I can share with them because since I've started doing this, I've seen lots of different things that I would love to see if they could be used at NASCAR races to help make the entire experience more accessible. But I gotta get more money. I'm totally broke. So it's gonna be a while before you see me at a track again. But I've done it at Charlotte. They were really good. And I go to Gateway, but I go with people, so it's harder to do it there. But we're supposed to be talking about the races, but I keep getting distracted, and the bacon that my dad is cooking is not helping. It smells so good. Um, I can't actually see it, but I have a program that reads what is on my screen, and it doesn't always read usernames, which is why I don't always acknowledge them, but it does read. And I'm not doing jumping jacks because I'm sitting on the floor. And I guess if I wanted to show you my skirt, I could show you my skirt that way. But I'm not getting up. I'm lazy. But anyway, I mean, I like your emojis, but I don't really understand the point of them. Although you keep that up though, because that counts as interaction and comments. So that's cool. Um, I like I like the comments. Um, but I don't know if I ever finished my story. Olive, I had Chris Busher or Chris Busher, Christopher Bell in the number one spot on my fantasy lineup, and I laughed out loud when Larson spun out because I was like, look, even if I would have swapped him out, I still would have gotten nothing because I went for broke because I'm using up all the good people too early in the season. So I went for broke and I went with Chris Busher, who actually I think finished fifth. So yay me, I did something good for once. And Austin Dillon, because I believe it was Texas that he won in way back in his nationwide days. So I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna not they're not gonna win, but maybe they'll get me something. Um, and then I totally forgot I had William Byron and Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell. And then I put Larson. Everybody was like, "Oh, you need to put Larson on your roster." So I was like, "Oh, garage. Okay, well, no good." I am the absolute worst person to play fantasy. Like, I will never win money on it because I totally suck. If I'm not picking my drivers, like, because I like them, so I'm picking from the heart, I just pick terrible. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like the kiss of death if I put you on my roster. It's almost a guarantee. You're not finishing the race. It's terrible. um, where'd everybody go? Come back. I trying to remember who the first one. Oh, my favorite incident of the whole day was it's not I just think it's funny. Like you drive around the track at 180 whatever miles an hour that they're going, and it's a wreck on pit road that takes you out. That's just wrong. Like you're only going 45 miles an hour. It's just terrible. That was my funniest thing. And I'm still mad at Ross Chastain. Like, what are you speeding? He could finally well, I think he led. Did he actually lead a lap? Did he win even the stage? I don't know if he won the stage, but he got up in the front there. And then he was eighth. And he went to pit and got a speeding penalty and didn't even finish on the lead lap, dude. Like, dude, why? Like, meh. But there it is. I'm trying to remember who the first incident was with. I don't remember. But overall, I thought that it was not maybe not the most exciting race, but I thought it was interesting. I always think it's interesting when they do the green flag cycles. Oh, Corey Heim. How about Corey Heim? Like I was so sad for him when he hit the wall late in the race. Like all those laps he led and winning. I don't remember if it was stage one or stage two. Was it stage one that he won? One of the stages, anyway, he won. And I was like, I don't think he'll win. Like, I didn't think he could with based on the strategy he was on. But I was just like, this is awesome. Like all the attention that he's gaining himself by doing this. Because I was beginning to think, okay, he dominates in the Truck Series, but what's he gonna do in Cup? Like I was afraid he would do nothing. So I was happy to see that, and then now he's got nothing to show for it. That was a major, major bummer. Seriously. Super bummer. I think Chase Elliott got the credit for leading the most laps. And did Hocevar win stage one? Was he the one that won stage one? He won a stage anyway. And Corey Heim won the other, I believe, is how it went. That was pretty cool. Hocevar was basically on a roll this week. Even through the strategy calls, he still ended up finishing seventh, which I thought was pretty good. Um, I don't remember where Suarez finished. I think he beat him, but I don't remember for sure. But I like Hulsivar and Chastain. So Chastain is my all-time favorite Cup guy. Okay, well, all-time would be Trevor Bayne. But then current active Hocevar is my favorite. And I mean, Hocevar. Chastain is my favorite current Cup driver, and Hocevar and Keselowski are tied for second place. Logano used to be in there, but he's kind of, I don't know. I guess he's always been this way, but I've just noticed his attitude more, and I don't like it. I don't know. Anita, hello, welcome. Um, Trying to think what else. Something that I learned this year I did not know. I guess maybe I had heard it before, but it didn't stick in my brain. That they have like the reserve, I'm gonna call it the reserve fuel, so they can switch to the second pump. I don't know if it's like a secondary tank. I didn't really understand. They tried to explain it to me, but I didn't really understand. But I didn't know until this season that they had this secondary option for taking fuel. Not taking it, but like using it. And I knew Corey Heim was in trouble when he had to switch to that. Like, he was really hoping for a caution. I don't know if it would have done him any good, but he was really hoping for it when he was leading all those laps. A part of me wants to go back to when I first started watching in 2011. They used to have, I think they did away with it when they started stage racing, but they used to have where if you led a lap, you would get a point. Like every time the leader changed, the new leader would get a point. And I don't know for sure. I'd have to go back and look, but I think if I remember right, even if you led a lap early, you'd get a point. And then if you lost the lead to somebody else and when you took it back again, you'd get another point. If I remember correctly. We should do that again if I'm correct, cuz some of these guys I'm always like, "What are you doing? Like you're not if this isn't benefiting you. You're not getting any points." Hi Patrick. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my show. I don't know. I'm not very good. I always tell people I'm funny sometimes, and I don't know, maybe you like my personality, I don't know. But if you want actual news like the play-by-play with video, okay, I'm not doing video or audio because I don't know what's allowed and I don't want to get my YouTube channel banned or my content kicked off. Like I don't want to get kicked off and I don't want my content to be banned. So, I'm not giving you video or audio. I'd love to, but unless I film it myself, I'm not doing it cuz I don't know what's allowed and I don't want to get in trouble. But also, like, if you're here for the news, like the full 100% play by play, like, I am not your girl. So, like, I listen to radio and TV if I can, if it's available. But a lot of the time I have family over or I'm out doing something. Or I have the Lego club, which happens one Saturday out of every month is not always the same Saturday, but it's usually right around the same time as the O'Reilly race. So I'm I'm gonna suck on those days because I don't watch it or I listen to part of it. But also like today my family was here, so yeah, I was watching it, but I don't remember stuff. So if you want actual like if you didn't watch and you want me to break it down for you like the big guys do, yep, I'm not your girl, which is probably why I only have 10 viewers. but but if you want a crazy person and you want to talk racing with me, I'm all about that. So I'm always here. Tell me your thoughts. ask me what I think about stuff that happened. If I say, "Hey, drop in the comments what happened to blah blah blah," like, cause I do that a lot, and nobody ever comments. But I do that cause I don't know what happened. Like, I got the radio version, I got the TV version. I want other people's versions, and then I still probably won't know what happened. But the more, like, versions of a story you have, the better you can make up your mind, right? If you just get one source, kinda like watching the news, huh? I hate news, by the way, y'all. Like, news is a terrible news is a pointless endeavor. It's all negative. I hate it. It's so depressing. Oh, y'all, if you've watched me before, you know how I'm always like, "Oh, my water is way over there." Well, I came prepared. I have 2. Um, anyway. But yeah, I was hoping that the Denny Hamlin Chase Elliott feud would make its return, and somebody would. I really would have not minded if they both took each other out, but y'all know I'm not into Chase Elliott, so I kind of wanted somebody to take him out, and maybe his teammate wins. That would have been awesome. 'Cause after all that he's been through this year with the vertigo and all that, Alex Bowman, that would have been a cool win. Um, didn't happen, but a girl can hope, right? um, they did a ridiculously long post-race show and a ridiculously long interview with Jeff Gordon, which is kind of cool. Like, for Jeff Gordon fans who don't get to see him on track anymore, it's kind of cool. I guess that's a good thing about Chase Elliott winning or any other Hendrick driver. You usually get Jeff Gordon if he's present at the track, so that's pretty cool. Um, I thought there for a little while, I thought Tyler Reddick might win for a 6th time. The way it was going, I was, especially when the caution came out, I was like, man, if they don't pit, he's just gonna like take over the whole thing, and like I fully expected that to happen. It didn't, but I expected it to. Welcome, welcome. I see that I have 2 new viewers joining me, so welcome, welcome. I'd love comments if you want to tell me your thoughts on the race or ask me my opinions. I think that I've covered everything I wanted to cover, but tell me your thoughts. Otherwise, I may have to go eat this bacon. Y'all, right before I went live, y'all, my dad, I live in the same house with my dad. I guess he got hungry and he decided to cook bacon. The whole house now smells like bacon, and now I want bacon. I'm not even like really hungry, but I want bacon because I'm like the dog in the bacon strips commercial. Bacon, 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 bacon. However it went, like he's begging for the bacon. I'm like that. Like, I want the bacon now. um, one of these days I'm gonna try this play a game and see what it does. Might do it now since nobody's watching. Oh, well, now I'm stuck in this game, in this play a game mode. I wonder how this works. Oh, look. I am stuck. Help. There's all kinds of games in here. I don't know how to play any of them or what half of them are. Ha! Yay, I got out. That's what I get for trying something new while nobody's watching. You got to see me go crazy because I clicked on this play a game thing, and someday maybe I'll do that. They look like there might be some interesting ones, but some of them I'm like, I don't know how you even do that. But oops. Oops. Alrighty. Well, I think that I'm gonna finish, so bye. If you liked my craziness or you want to talk racing with me next week, I don't even know where we're going next week. Are we going to Dover next week or wherever we're going? I don't even know. I should have looked that up. But subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I'm going live because I'm trying a new thing where I schedule it with 20 laps to go. And that way you'll get the notification and then you'll know what time I'm going live. So I'm trying that. Um, so if you want to join me next week and you want to know, subscribe so you'll get those notifications. But also, sometimes I do live blindness Q&As in the middle of the week. So you'll want, well, I don't know. You'll want to see those too so you can ask me all the things that you want to know about blindness. Um, if you like my content, you can also like this video or share it. That would be helpful too. Love that. I want to be popular. All right, guys. I'm out. Gonna go get me some of that bacon.